Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I'm working on a little bit of my sewing journal, like the sewing ephemera, and I've been trying to give you ideas of what I'm doing with the sewing patterns. So I was watching recently, I've been watching Aaliyah Dipina make some things, different ephemera pieces with sewing pattern pieces like tissue and the paper and everything. And also I saw Inky Owl make a little booklet like this, and I thought I would like to try it for my sewing journal. And I need to use up some of this sewing tissue paper, right? Yes, we do. There's so much of it when you get sewing patterns, right? So yeah, I made this first. I pulled out the tissue and just looked through a little stack, and these two pieces were already like this shape and this size, folded up inside, like they were like this size, folded up inside. And I just had to really basically take it and fold it so that the edges were all even. Okay, so that's what I did here. We're going to make one together. I'm going to show you what I did, but isn't this one cute? Let me show you what it is. It's a little notebook. I have been featuring for my design team project for ShabbyDabbyDooDah in May and June. It was for May, but then there's so much. I have 3 of her ephemera kits that I'm working with, and I'll have them listed below. But they had some cooking, themed ephemera pieces, and I used that in my cooking journal, my cookbook journal that I was working on last month. And then this month I'm working on a sewing journal. So I pulled out all the sewing related pieces, and this is not really a sewing related piece, but it's a little like fashion, lady there, really getting, looks like she's getting dressed and she's looking in the mirror. So I thought it was appropriate, so pretty. And so, yeah, anyway, so that's what's on the front, and this is also from Tina's ephemera, another ephemera kit that I'll have listed below. And so I put those 2 pieces with some lace here on the front, zigzag stitched around to hold everything, all the tissue together. Here's the back, I left it plain. You can decorate the back if you want, but I left it plain. And here's the inside. I've got 2 pockets, one inside the front and back cover. This is just tissue paper, several layers. I didn't even count them. I didn't unfold the paper. It was folded so perfectly I didn't want to unfold it, but it felt good, you know what I mean? It's kind of cushy and soft. So I got the 2 pockets, and then I just went through my scrap box, which I have right here, and pulled out some papers, and there we go, instant little notebook. I added some lace here because I used light blue because there's light blue on the pattern paper here. I thought it looks so pretty together with the light blue, like kind of ruffly lace there. And so now I have a little booklet where we can do some writing or whatever, glue something in there, and some little pockets, and I can put this whole thing in a pocket in my sewing journal. It's not very bulky, as you can see. Very cute, right? So I went ahead and got this one ready. Same thing as that, same overall, description. And this is where we are with the pockets. I already sewed around the edges with zigzag stitching, so I thought we'd do the rest together. So I took the pieces that I was using. This is another piece from the ShabbyDabbyDooDah kits that I'm using. So I distressed around both of those also. So I'm going to distress around these with the, the ink here, the Vintage Photo. That's what I always use. Vintage Photo. I do have 2 other inks I use, but that is it. That way it makes it easy, and I don't have to worry about when I use my stamp. I don't really even have to wash it off because I'm not using different colors. Same things with my stencils. Just makes my life easier. So I don't even bother with getting other colors. And so if it doesn't need to be distressed, that's what, I don't bother with any other inks. So there's that for the little picture. And then I'm going to ink around this too. It says journal. These are so cute. You can print these out on paper or, some type of paper, even coffee dyed paper or cardstock. This one is printed on some resume paper that I had that was a really nice vintagey color. I got it at a thrift store, of course. And when I found it, I was like, well, I realized it was different. And then when I printed on it, it really was cool because it already had this vintage color and just was perfect for printing out a kit like this. So that'll go down here. I'm going to put some lace on this one. And since, see how this one's color, this one's in color. This one's kind of like black and white. So I thought I'd use some black, seam binding or whatever this is. This lace is called. And do the same thing, but with this black lace, with the black and white picture. So I just cut a piece to fit. Let me cut this even right here. I've got a little angle going on here with like that straight. And then so, you can get as fancy or as simple as you want with these. I'm kind of just, I want to decorate it a little bit. I don't want it too plain. I mean, you don't have to decorate them at all, really. You could just put a label on there and call it done. But I did want to do a little decorating on here. So I'll have lace there behind it like that, this there, and I'll have another little, see, I put a little lace on the spine. So I'll put another piece of lace on the spine on this one, black, and let's cut that. I'm not going for perfection in here. In fact, in these little booklets, I think a little bit of non-perfection just adds to the character, as we say. So no biggie. You can even do some messy stitching if you wanted to. Just whatever you like to do on these types of things. Use your imagination. So let's glue this down. I used Fabri-Tac on this just because I have that lace there, and I wanted to make sure it stuck behind, in between, this paper and the little piece of ephemera I have here. Let me get my art. This is my Fabri-Tac, so I need to get that going. It's getting toward the bottom here of it, so it's being, how it is when it's at the bottom. It gets kind of like thick. I don't thin mine out or anything, so but yeah, just gotta press a little harder than usual. So I got that. I glued that down first, so I have it where I want it, sticking out enough and even or whatever, however you want it to be. You can have it, do whatever you want. And then I'm going to put some more Fabri-Tac on here. I don't want it oozing out on the edges, so I'm not going to go up to the edge. Just get it all over here. And like I said, we're not going for perfection, so I think that's good. I'm going to glue this down. This is going to be under it, so let me pay attention where I'm putting this. Kind of want it in the middle, but leave enough room for that little label on the bottom. So let's get that all glued down, nice and glued down with the Fabri-Tac, no problem. And then this one, since this is just paper on paper, I just wanted, because the lace was there, I wanted to use Fabri-Tac and make sure that all got glued down together. So art glitter glue on this one. And the other one on this lace, I used, I think I used art glitter glue on that, didn't I? Maybe I used Fabri-Tac, but I think I'm going to use Fabri-Tac on this one. This lace is a little thinner, and, well, I don't know. I'm just afraid that I don't want it to show through, though. See, this had a little place here where I could glue it down, and you can't see through it, that right there. See that little kind of like almost solid piece there on the edge? This doesn't have that. It's all kind of pretty much lace. So I'm going to go for the art glitter glue and see how we do. If it comes off, I'll just take it off and add some Fabri-Tac, I guess. We'll see how it goes. And so I'm just going to put a little bit here. And I'm going to put like 2 lines here of glue so that I can they can grab on here. Grab onto this lace. Because once this dries, it won't show through. I just need enough on here to make it stick forever. That's all I want. Just forever. Okay. I'm going to press it down, get it into the fibers there. Let me bring it on down here because it's kind of sticking up over the top, which is okay. Like I said, a little bit of an imperfection. can add some character. Oh wait, okay, it is sticking good. I do have to be patient, let it dry a little bit though. So while that's drying, we'll work on our pages and our lace for our inside pockets. I want to use the same black lace in here, I think. I could use the blue again though. Let's see how the black looks. The black looks nice, but I don't know. I think I like that blue better. Let me grab some of that. I have my lace right here. Doesn't have to match the outside, right? Okay, so a little piece of lace for each pocket. And this has an edge on it too, where I could use fabric tack and it won't show through. So I'll do that. So 2 pieces of lace. And that's light blue. So let's go ahead and glue that down. I like what's on these pockets, but you could decorate the pockets if you wanted to put something on there, something more. I just like what's on there, so I didn't. I wanted to see the pattern, you know. I like to see what. A lot of times I like to see what it was, you know. What are we using here? We're using pattern tissue and we're using a piece of pattern. So I like to, you know, if you watch my channel, you know, I like to see what it was and not cover it up, but still use some decoration and things like that on it. So yeah, I'm using fabric tack on there to, even though it just feels like, I don't know, the type of lace that's gonna not really adhere to the art glitter glue. So, and it has that hem, so like on this side it has a little kind of like hem right here on this edge, so that will hide the glue. You won't be able to see through that. Just got to make sure you don't glue your pockets together here, you know, when you're putting that glue on there and the lace on there. Don't glue your pocket down. Yeah, we've all been there. We've glued our pockets down before, sure. That's why I say that. I'm sure I've done it. So, okay, so we got the lace. Now we need to pick out some paper for our pages. So I have more here. This is from some other project that I did, and I just had some extra. So I just took one, you know, that I didn't use in whatever it was. So I have a blue. I have a blue one. Let's see which way is up. It doesn't matter. Okay, there's the top of them. I'm going to put that at the top. So there's a blue. Let's get a green. Oh, I know I was looking for a green on that one. I couldn't find it. Okay, there's one green in there. So we put a green. Get it to the top again. And then what do we need? A yellow. These are pages I had from some journal or notebook or something that I did not use. So now we have a yellow. And then we have a pink. And that's all I put was 8. I didn't have the green one in this one, so I added a ledger paper here. But this one I have the green. I found the green one, so let's use this pink. And that'll be 4 papers, but folded in half, it's 8 pages. So, you know, a lot of pages, or if you count front and back, 16 pages in this little cutie pie. So I need to cut these. So see, I need to cut quite a bit of length off here. So about, and I want it down from the top a little, so about right there. Let me grab my paper cutter. I have it right behind me. And I will cut this real quick. And then our width, where's our notebook? This is our notebook. So our width, see how it sticks out? So let's see, it should be about like that, front and back together. And so I need to cut about like that. That's about what, 1/4 of an inch probably. So let's cut that. About 1/4 of an inch. And then let's see how that fits. And then all I do is I took it and sewed right down the middle. So I'm going to do that real quick. So I'm going to just pause you. If I can push the right button here, I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I just did a straight stitch right down the middle here. And I left the strings. I did the same thing on the other one. I left the strings. And I think I like to do that on these little notebooks and things like that. But, you know, what we always say is if I put this in a journal, somebody doesn't like it, they can always cut it off. So that's the first one I had done and showed you as an example. And then see, this is the second one with the black. This one, it has the white lace. And I like that contrast between the white and the like beige or tan of the pattern tissue. And this also is a nice combination, especially with the black and white little picture. And there's so many things you can use to decorate. You can even use a little photograph or something there or whatever, you know. Like I said, just make it simple or you know, add on layers, whatever you want to do. But here's a little flip through of what we just did. Here's the front with the black lace. Here's the back. See, this is not even together here, but that is fine. I don't even care. Like you can even take advantage of that and put a little piece of ephemera in there, but I don't know, it's really thin. So, but I just like it the way it is, just, you know, kind of perfectly imperfect type of thing. We've got our front with the lace and the stitching, and here's the inside with our pages. So cute. And then we can tuck little ephemera, and you see it just fits. That fits in there. You can put something a little bigger, and you can fit more than one thing in there, you know. So there we go. Super cute, super fast, and use up some of your tissue paper this way and make some of these little cutie pies. So I hope you enjoyed, and that you'll make some. And if I forgot to tell you something and you have a question, just ask me in the comments. Let me know how you like these, and if you're going to make some, I would love to hear. And you can always send me a picture of what you make in my email. I would love to see that too. I always have my email below. So thank you so much for watching and subscribing and liking my video and commenting. And I will talk to you all later in my next video. So have some fun with your sewing patterns, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.